Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of Morgan's friends that have joined us for this video today. This is our second video in a new series that's going to deal with this URL thing, which is Uniform Resource Locators, which is a fancy way of this is how you connect your box to a website. Okay, this is the mechanism. All right. And that's why we're going to have a whole series on this. And then the series after this, we're going to start talking about how to get data from these websites. But for now, all we're going to do is talk about the module that you're going to use to connect to whatever website you want to and some of the functions that'll help you do that. All right. And with that, let's go ahead and start our reading.
urlib.request is a Python module for fetching URLs, Uniform Resource Locators. It offers a very simple interface in the form of the urlipin function. This is capable of fetching URLs using a variety of different protocols. It also offers a slightly more complex interface for handling common situations like basic authentication, cookies, proxies, and so on. These are provided by objects called handlers and openers. urlib.request install_opener.
All right. Okay. Now, this install opener thing, you're hardly ever going to use it. Okay. You're going to end up using the URL open most of the time. Okay. It's only going to be very rare circumstances that you're going to need this. All right. So I guess we could read all of this, but why bother if you're never going to use it? Okay. But I want you to be aware of that. And with that, we're going to move on to the example code. All right. So what are we going to do in this one? Like in the first video, we're going to access the Python org, and we're going to print off the first, in this example, 100 bytes. All right. And then we're going to play around with the decode and the encode statement. Okay. Like, for instance, here in the statement, okay, what we've done is we've gone to the website and we've actually taken the first page, the HTTP, whatever, the code, and we've placed the whole thing in this variable f. Okay, and now we're going to take it and we're going to read the first 100 bytes, okay, or whatever this number is, of that file, of that initial page. But because it's coming to us in binary, we have to decode it into a format that we can understand. So think of this as like somebody sent you a secret message and you need this special decoder key to figure out what the message really says. That's what's going on here. And this UTF-8 is the secret code key that you're going to use to do the decoding. And there are over 90 of these things, by the way. But because we read the metadata, we know that this website is using this UTF-8. It's kind of like an alphabet. I mean, this is what their alphabet's going to look like. All right. And then we're going to take it and we're going to show you what it looks like in binary, and then we're going to take a look, and then we're going to do some, we take a string, we convert it to binary, and then we decode it back to a string. Okay? All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and move over. And here we are in the sample code. Oops, let me get to the top. All right. Not even using the install opener here. Didn't even make it. Even though this is called the install opener program, it's not even in here. We're using the URL open. instead because it's better. Okay? Because the other way is only for the kludgiest of conditions. All right. So we read it in and we print it out the first 300 bytes. But notice no decode. All right. Then we're going to run it again. And we're going to use this key here. All right. Then, in this example, we're going to create the string original. It's going to be a string. Then we're going to encode it using this key. We're going to make it binary. Then we're going to decompress it. That's actually what's going on. It's like we're zipping the file and then we're unzipping it. Encoding, zip, decode, unzip. Then we're going to look at the type of object these things are. The string original, the bytes encoded, and the string decoded. And then we're going to look at the value that is stored in the object. All right? All right. And with that, let's move over to the output. And here we are in the output. All right. So we, in the first URL open, okay, well, there was no decode function, okay. So this, see that little B? That's telling us that it's binary, all right. And then in the second thing where we do decode it, what's it do? It takes all that stuff and it puts it in an order that we can actually understand. So now this is how it would look if you took the HTML code, that's what it's called, and looked at it, that's what it would look like. Okay. Then in the output, what was the original? It's a string. What was the thing after we encoded it? Oh, it's a binary or bytes. And then we decoded it or unzipped it. Now it's a string again. Okay. This is what the string looks like. When it's a string, when it's binary, see the B shows up. And then it's a string again. All right. And with that, I know these are little chunks, but I know you guys have a very short attention span. So, yeah. So that's the video for today. I hope you guys learned something. And we'll see you in the next video.